Guys, this is easiest way to cook nsala soup. For those that have never learned how to cook this nsala soup, gather here, let's do this together. Please, if you've never subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't really know exactly what you are still waiting for. Please kindly subscribe and turn on your notification if you like what I'm doing. Thanks. Okay, let's dive into this. Guys, before I start teaching you, or before we start cooking this proper, guys, I gonna as in tell you all the ingredients I have here on this table. So we gonna shake this table with some of ingredients. Wetin I carry come here be say na ogbonga catfish, and chicken, yam itself, because without yam your nsala soup is not complete. No be nsala soup you dey cook if you never use yam. Okay, first of all we gonna cook our meat. So the meat I carry come for here na only chicken meat, white soup. If na English people they go call am white soup. Another ogbonga one wey I carry add here na my catfish. So before you add this catfish, make sure you use hot water to wash it, to remove the slams, as in all this thing gumming on the meat, on the fish. Kindly remove them with hot water before you wash it proper and then put inside the pot to cook it very well. So that's it. Another thing you need to add, wetin we dey cook na soup, no be stew. Carry your onions if you really want your fish and your meat to done very fast. Carry your onion, shook am, come carry your maggi salt, add am. Some people dey add small curry powder, but I no gonna buy that idea on this soup because what I'm cooking is kind of native soup. So curry powder no need to enter here, my people. You can cook your own the way you want, but I don't tell you finish. Okay, for those that have never learned how to cook this, we are cooking this from the scratch. So your eyes on the ground. For you to learn this, you don't need to skip this video. So we'll finish preparing our meat and fish. So we'll transfer it to the pot, add all our seasoning and spices, the little seasoning and spices, then add the quantities of water that can cook this and cook it. So don't cook this to stupor because fish is here. First of all, you need to be checking your fish because catfish is not that strong. It's not that strong kind of fish. It's soft fish. So you don't need to cook it much because you're gonna still add it in your nsala soup. So cook it minor, as in for it not to scatter on the soup. And if you feel like your chicken is not yet done, continue cooking it till all are well done. Okay, so we'll finish removing our fish. So it seems we still have some there. Okay, make sure you remove your fish kpata because once it's still in that water it gonna soft, and the bone is not small thing. If once e scatter on the soup, na you and your bone go dey fight when you want to eat them. So kindly remove it on time so that it wouldn't scatter on the pot. Okay, we keep on cooking our chicken till they are all well done. So when we finally notice that our chicken is done, we're gonna start cooking our nsala soup from the scratch. So as you can see, I showed you how I started, both the ingredients I used. So the ingredients I use here are minor. So now I gonna cook my yam. I don't want to include my yam in that chicken and that catfish. Why? Because the meat seems big. So the other previous video I made about my nsala soup, it seems I added the fish with the yam, but this one I'm using chicken. So I say, you know what, I gonna cook my yam separate. So guys, continue watching. Slice your yam in a smaller chores, wash it properly, cook it to be soft, because if your yam is not soft, you no gonna match it to be soft, to be smooth. Make sure you cook your yam to be very very soft before matching it. Okay, so you can use match potato match. Guys, I don't have all these electric they used to match it, and I don't have the all these thing they used to pound it. So I'm using my, because I don't usually buy pound cocoyam here, or yeah, I don't usually pound all those things, because I used to buy merged ones, as in the powdered ones. That's what I used. But as in this situation, guys, I gonna use as in potato mash to mash this. So I finished mashing it, I finish matching this off camera, because it's gonna take our time. So we are adding it. Make sure you remove all the meat, the reserved water, which is meat juicy water. You can use it to cook to your yam, the matched yam. Make sure all the seeds removed, all the don't allow it to get rum, to make sure the yam melted very well, guys, before you start adding other ingredients. And another secret I will give you here, for in case if your yam did not melt very well and you don't want to see the rumps on it, kindly sieve it. Use strainer to strain it, to remove some rumps that remain under your pot, because e gonna spoil your soup. You don't like in a situation whereby you are eating soup, you be tasting yam, or you be seeing yam seed or something in that nature, or rump of yam. Kindly sieve it and transfer it back to the pot. So another thing I add here is my bell pepper and scotch bonnet pepper. Why you need this bell pepper, reddish bell pepper, is because you're not gonna add oil on this soup. You're not gonna add oil on this soup. Oil is not required. That's why they call it white soup. So what you need to add for your soup to greater, to look to shine, to look colorful, is that bell pepper and scotch bonnet pepper. I would have add only scotch bonnet pepper. Why? But it will be too pepperish. So the next thing to do is for me to add the bell pepper, so that it can bring out the color very well. So without being said, another thing I add here is my crayfish ogili okpenyu. Melt your ogili okpenyu and add the, as in how the melted ogili okpenyu here, as in use water to melt it. Add your maggi, add your crayfish, add your uzuza seed. Yeah, if you have it. Some people add uzuza leaf, but I don't have uzuza leaf with me, so I went ahead to add my uzuza seed. Yeah, pound your uzuza, blend it or grind your uzuza seed, because mine is very strong. I've dried it on the sun before using it. So I grind it to be very, as in soft, to be grounded. So I've added all those things here. So I need to cover my pot to cook it for like 1 minute, 2 minutes before I will know another thing to add. Guys, don't go anywhere if you really want to learn how to cook this Nsala soup. Okay, we are checking our, I think it's done. So the next thing to add here is my meat. Guys, I've added my chicken meat. Guys, the next thing I added here now is my fish. You shouldn't add your fish on time, because it has already cooked before, as in Don't add it because it's too, don't add it too tender because it's too soft. That should be the last thing or the second to last stuff to add here when you might have finished cooking everything together. Make sure all the ingredients have as in combined together in terms of cooking this. Kindly add your fish and don't cook it too much. Immediately you add that fish, cook it like 50 seconds or 20 seconds, guys, so that the fish will not scatter on the pot. The next thing to add here is our spinach leaf. Guys, I don't have uziza leaves here, and guys, you don't need to add too much leaf because we are not cooking vegetable soup here. What we are making is nsala soup. So nsala soup usually come as in watery kind of, but never mind, that's the nsala soup. If your nsala soup is too thickened, that means what you cooked is not nsala soup. Nsala soup needs to be kind of watering, guys, but let it not be like river water. So we're gonna add, because if it is cocoyam thicken a lot, cocoyam thick a lot, but some yam doesn't thick like that. So yam doesn't thicken like that because yam is not meant to use to be cooking soup. So that's why nsala soup usually come watering, because what you use to cook it is yam. But don't allow it to be too over watering, so that you wouldn't be taking only water. Let the watering as in be in moderation. Know the kind of quantities of this thing you add, guys. Lo and behold, once you add your leaf, kindly bring your soup down, bring your pot down from the fire. So that's it, our nsala soup is ready. Guys, take a look at this. I've already shared in different plates here to reserve for my family. What did you think? This so yummy. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.